as a regular Ghanaian, you can't come and stand in front of me and tell me that under your administration, under your 2024 administration, the city was doing well. Because me, in my everyday life, under that administration, I was struggling. Under that administration, I could barely get my hair, my nails, my lashes done. Under that administration, I could barely go out with my friends more than once a month. So, in my opinion, the city wasn't doing well under that administration. Kojo Oprah Nkrumah cannot come and stand and tell us that under their 2024 administration, the city was appreciating. The only time I remember the city doing well was when they suddenly dropped to how much? 10 cities was a 9 cities was a 8 cities. That was the only time that I can remember as the average Ghanaian. I can talk for the average Ghanaian because I'm an average Ghanaian. That's the only time I can remember the city doing well. Because that one, our fares dropped. Me, I live very, very far away. So my church fares are very important to me. And that one, I know they reduced the fares. So I can remember that vividly. I know that like the market too, I think they dropped the prices because my mother has a shop, my auntie has a shop. So I know that they dropped the prices in their shops because there was like a general price drop. Fuel prices went down at that time. So for that one, I can say, oh, okay. And that was not under 2024 administration. That was last year. So you can't come and stand in front of us and tell us that and expect us to take it. We don't care. The average Ghanaian doesn't care about the technicalities and all those things. And you should care about what the general average Ghanaian thinks because we are the ones with the voting power. We are the ones you are supposed to be governing. We are the ones whose lives you are supposed to be changing and making better. I don't care about technicalities. I don't care what the Bank of Ghana is saying under which reports this, that, and the third. Nobody cares about that. Are things expensive or are things cheap under your administration? Are things expensive or are things cheap under your tenure? I don't care about the last 0.1 weeks that things started changing and then you people had to hand over power to another administration. According to everything that I care about, in my opinion, whatever happened after you guys left, if things got better, I'm going to attribute that to that next administration, not you. You can't come and use some 0.0002 seconds that you were still in power to come and claim that things are doing well. And is the city even really appreciating? Because me right now, I'm not seeing anything. Fuel prices are down, but they've not changed our church prices since the last time they changed it last year. They probably need to look into that because every single time they increase fuel prices, we feel it. If they increase it by 0.1, the next day you get to the church station, they will tell you. In fact, they are the first people to go and print those fares and come and paste it there because they don't want to fight with you. If you talk plenty right now, they'll sack you from the car and somebody else will sit inside and you visit it, you can't get to work because you want to fight over 1 cedi and 2 cedi increase. But the minute they drop the fuel prices, these people don't want to drop the fares. And we as the average Ghanaians, who are we supposed to complain to? Who? Because when we want to complain about them increasing their prices, we don't have a say. So I feel like the same way, the minute they drop the fuel prices, the minute they increase the fuel prices, they have been increasing their fares. When they drop the fuel prices too, they need to do the same thing. They don't need to wait for us to come and complain and come and say, oh, this and that. Like some of us don't even know. The only time some average Ghanaians know that fuel prices have been dropped is when you go and they drop your church fares. So that means that if the church fares have not dropped, you go to the market, things are still expensive. How are we going to even know? These fuel price drops are not affecting the general public in any way. It's only lining the pockets of the church mates and the taxi people and those who are taking our money from us. Because they are the ones who have been buying fuel. If they go and the fuel is cheaper, they don't come and tell us. The prices are still the same. Our church fares are still the same. If they've dropped fuel prices, I feel like they should drop our prices in the church stations as well, in the taxi stations, wherever it is you have been taking your car. We need to feel it. We need to see it. Because nobody is coming online to come and check. Like, the average Ghanaian is not checking. The average Ghanaian doesn't know. If you don't do your due diligence, you will never find out. And we are suffering. We are really going through a lot as the average Ghanaian. It's not easy. We have a lot more things to do with our money. Apart from taking church tour and every day we are scraping our last 50% and scraping our last 1 cedi because you never know. And you need it. You actually do need it. If I open my purse for you right now, you will see the coins in there because I need it for my church affairs. I can't be playing around. And I don't think it's necessary. If they've dropped the prices, they should drop that one too down. I feel like when it comes to the private taxis, the Ubers, the private cab hailing services, with that one you can easily see because those people, they don't cheat you. I feel like, I don't know, for some reason, the private companies, why is a private company caring more about me than my own government? How does that make sense? Also, I'm not taking Uber all the time. I take Chocho more than I take Uber. Because Ubers are naturally more expensive because it's a private car, it's just you in the car. And even with that, you can see that the prices will drop. When the prices drop, they will let you know. It reflects, you can see it. It doesn't change that much. Doesn't change that much. So I feel like the government and the GPRTU of TUC, whoever is in charge of making those church prices, please take a page from Uber. I'll not even mention Uber because they are scammers. But take a page from Uber and look at their pricing system. Then please do something about it for us. Because some of us don't take private hailing cabs all the time. You know, we live far away. We need a church. We need you people. But that doesn't mean that be behind us. I beg. We need you, but at the same time, make it fair for us. Because I feel like regardless, these people are going to make money. If they take 1 cedi, 2 cedis off, they are still going to make their money. So, like, what's with the greed? At this point, it's just greed. It's just greed. You don't need it. But that might make a huge difference in someone else's pocket. So anyway, I mean, that's my opinion as the average Ghanaian. We are all average Ghanaians over here, please. If you're an average Ghanaian like me, let me know what you think in the comments. So make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification button so that every single time I post, you'll be notified. I'll see you in the next one.